Hi, my name is Christian, Club Sommelier, and welcome to my office. Or really, I should say, welcome to the Club Wine Cellar. A lot of people ask me, what are the special bottles in your wine cellar? Well, I'm going to take you a small tour and introduce you to some of my favorites. A lot of people, when they refer to premium wines, think about Grange or Penfolds Grange in the Australian landscape. Penfolds produces in an exceptional year and only very rarely specific wines such as this Block 42. Now this is made with the Cabernet grapes. Some people may even say that the vines that produce this wine might well be some of the oldest wine on the planet. And the taste is typical of what Penfolds produces using American oak, which means this slightly richer, complex, almost an inner glowing core of fruit with a leveling of complexity that follows through, which can easily go very well with the slow cooked fruits like shoulder of lamb or anything of that nature. Now, one question I always get is, what's the most expensive bottle of wine? While this is still relatively humble in its price, it is what we have here as the most expensive, about $2,500. It is Mouton Rothschild, pretty much the most famous wine from Bordeaux, alongside Lafite Rothschild. Now, this wine is from 2001, but can easily go for another 15 to 20 years because it does have the structure to really age for a long time. And Bordeaux typically channels power in an elegant way. Things that can go very well with mushroom itself, and certainly protein dishes, red meat that are slowly cooked. It'll be a pleasure to have on its own as well. People that know me know that I love my champagne, and here I'm showing a wine that has been not aged in our cellar, but aged in the cellar of Dom Pérignon itself. It's a 1998 Dom Pérignon P2. Most people might say, well, 98 is very old for champagne. Well, yes, it is, but when it's been in the hand of Dom Pérignon in the cellar and carefully cared for by chef de cave Richard Geoffroy, this wine has been released at its peak. Here you might expect different notes than what you get in a classical champagne, and you're moving away from freshness to more sort of dried figs, spices, toasted brioche, biscuity characters. But it's a wine that you have to ponder on, more of a wine of philosophy than a wine of just quick cheers. Now, the wine cellar is a space that not everybody gets to see, and in that view we have devised an event, and this is called the Icon and Museum Wine Tasting, which happens on a regular basis. Where we open those cabinets, we'll have wines there for tasting, and wines that you can actually purchase as well. Well, this is just a quick tour of what our wine cellar has to offer. There are many other bottles, and many very good bottles too. So if you ever come by the club, and if you see me, just ask me for a tour. I'll be very happy to give you one.